This is what we've had in development, what we're working on for September. The team's been hard at work here. I'm going to give Drew an opportunity here in just a moment to talk a little bit about this briefly to set up the idea. We have a video that gives us a short kind of overview of what we've got lined up here. So I'm going to play that in just a moment, and then we're going to discuss it. But first, before I do that, let's just hear from you briefly, Drew, some thoughts on what we're preparing here for September, and then we'll go right into Tom's overview.
Dave, thanks for hosting this. Lou, once again, I hate you because you always look so handsome and it makes me sick. And I want to present something new for a possible September mailer, and it's something that we've been working towards getting done. Keith told us about a mailer that he did 10 years ago or whatever it was, like a 1-inch by 3/4 inch sticker to the mailer, and basically put a picture of the thermostat. And if it's great for shoulder season, and where you say we'll guarantee your thermostat for life. Worst case scenario, if you had to give somebody a couple thermostats, the upside in this and the value of getting people to put the sticker somewhere on a thermostat and now be someone who you can sell product to and cross-sell to is a great thing during shoulder season. But 99.9% of the time, it's not the thermostat, it's an underlying issue. But even if they do call you up and it is a thermostat, that's now a client, that's a consumer who's going to buy other products from you. So this is an idea that we want to roll with. We obviously will offer the regular proofs for people who don't want to do it. It's going to be a 7-cent difference in price if you decide to do it. Here's the sticker. It's going to be black and white, and it's just going to have the name of your company on it. It's going to have your phone number, and then it's going to have a registration number. So there are no strings attached. We'll register your thermostats, all of them. It doesn't matter. They used to make you say, call us and if you want more stickers to put around your thermostat, but I think that's not really something that's necessary. And all they have to do is give you the registration number, and now they become an existing client, and we're able to market to them.
So let's bring on Tom and play the little video that he gave us that will add some context here. And then you mentioned Keith and others. We'll see if there's any discussion that can be had after we take a look at what Tom has prepared here.
Hey, I want to talk to you about our lifetime thermostat promotion we're going to be running. We're going to put out a promotion, which we've done in the past, that offers people to call in. This time, we're also going to have the ability to register online as our plan, where they can register their thermostat and then be eligible for a free lifetime thermostat warranty, meaning that if at any point while they own the home, since they've registered the thermostat with our company, they call up, they have no heat, no air, whatever, and there's a problem with the thermostat, we'll go out and replace that thermostat for free. Obviously, we have to go out there and diagnose it and confirm it is the thermostat. Now, a lot of questions come up, one of which is, oh my gosh, there's so many different thermostats. Some of these thermostats cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, and what are we going to do? We can't change everything. Right, we can't. So our lifetime thermostat warranty has a value associated with it. That value might be $300, $320, whatever that value is, and it changes by the mailer, but it's a limited value of the actual thermostat with which we'll replace. So what happens if they have a thermostat that's more expensive than that, or that we charge more for? Well, they get the credit for the free lifetime thermostat, and they pay the difference. Now think about it. They get zero if they don't have the free lifetime thermostat. So even if you give them the $250 or $300 or whatever that value that we're offering is, and they've got to pay another $300, they would have paid $500 or $600. Now they're paying half of that. So it's a deal anyway. And that's usually the biggest mindset we have to change is, oh my God, what are we going to do? They're going to be upset. They're going to get mad. Hey, it's money for nothing. So not for nothing, but let's be realistic here. And it's not for everybody either. So if somebody doesn't want to do it, then don't register. Don't do it. Don't have us do it. Simple as that. So the other aspect of this is, why in the world would we give away a free thermostat and not have that person as a club member, not have them as an existing customer, whatever the case may be? Crazy. Maybe not. Most people who have no air, no heat, some kind of problem, immediately the only thing they understand is the thermostat. And so their mind goes to, maybe I have a bad thermostat. That leads to all the people who go to Home Depot and they try to change the thermostats themselves with DIY, and they blow stuff up and everything because they think the thermostat must not be working. But we know as professionals that's seldom the case. It happens sometimes, but what are we going to say? 95%, 98%, 99% of the time, it's not the thermostat's malfunctioning, it's something else. So we want to be the guys who get the call whenever they have a problem with their heating and air, that they think, hopefully I get a free thermostat. Once we get out there, we're going to have to do our diagnostic and assess whether it is or isn't. More than 99% of the time it's not. We say we've got good news, we've got bad news. The bad news is it's not your thermostat. The good news is it's your capacitor, it's your gas valve, it's your thing. And I'm here and I've got one on my truck and I can go ahead and take care of it for you. Now, what person who has no heat or air, whatever the situation is, how many are not going to have you if you came out, you responded for free, you were honoring your commitment for the free thermostat warranty? What person's not going to trust you to implement the repairs? If they don't trust you, probably there's something else wrong with the process, and it has nothing to do with this free lifetime thermostat guarantee. So that's the first thing. We want to be the person that they think of, hey, I have a warranty. Think like how a home warranty customer thinks. They don't want to have somebody come out because it might be covered by my home warranty. It's a free lifetime thermostat warranty to get into the same mindset. Very little risk to us. The next thing is this. They have to call or I'll go online and register it. What do they got to do? They got to give us their name, their address, their telephone number, their email, all the data, so we can do what? So we can add them to our database. Then what happens? Then they're in our database. And so we can mail them postcards every month. We can email them. We can outbound call them. They called up and said, yes, I want a free lifetime thermostat warranty. So why not now build a relationship, build the trust, so that we can say it's time for your AC tune-up, it's time for your plumbing inspection, it's time for your electrical inspection, it's time for your heating tune-up. We're the ones who have the free lifetime thermostat warranty. And oh, by the way, if we're out there in that tune-up and you need a thermostat, guess what? We're there. You get a free lifetime warranty. We either swap it out or give you a partial credit towards what you need. So this really is a high value thing with very little risk. And of course, the restrictions are always we can suspend at any time, but it's about being sticky. It's about being the one that they think of first, they trust the most, and they have some stake in the game, meaning like, I get a free thermostat if it's my thermostat. So think about that. Think about how to shift the game. Think about how our competition will not be willing to do this. We're going someplace that takes a little bit bigger balls than some people have to do it. So we love to do that. Questions, let me know. Boom.
Love it with the boom, especially at the end. All right, Keith, what are your thoughts on this?
I've done it in the past, and Andrew was asking me for some new ideas, and I thought, I've got one for you. Let's try this. We tried it 10 years ago. We mailed out 28,000 mail pieces at the time. And the good news is I haven't given away one thermostat since then. We had multiple thousands. I can't even tell you, people that called our office, blew our phone lines up, clogged up our phone lines for a couple of days. And they still call to this day. There's not a month that goes by 10 years later that they go, oh yeah, by the way, we have a free lifetime thermostat warranty. We use Service Titan. We created tags in there and we mark them, but we all know it's never the thermostat. You know, most people, if you ask them what brand of heating and air they have, almost all of them say Honeywell. It's amazing that they associate that thermostat to what they have as far as equipment. So I'm just glad Andrew's going to be able to pull this off for us, because I'm really excited to get this going again. It's a no-brainer. It's going to pay off for years and years. The shelf life of that sticker is quite a while, so it's going to sit on the wall probably for 12 years. Where else can you get that inside of a home?
Tom, based on what you've seen come through here, are there any other points that you want to make to the gang that's here today?
Yeah, so by way of background, Keith and I know each other for probably longer than we care to admit. And the credit for this idea actually goes to Steve Miles from Jerry Kelly, if I recall, right, Keith? Way back when in the mixed group, he did it and it worked, and you liberally borrow it. And I would echo Keith's sentiment. I don't recall changing a thermostat, but I would love to change a free thermostat, man. I can't wait to get the first one. Obviously, Keith's done it. I've done it. We could run you through it, but high value, pretty low risk, and most competitors won't do it because they're afraid of it.
Love it. Doug, so you asked directly How do you decide the value of the stat? So tell us specifically what you're wondering there, if there's anything beyond that question, and then I'll have Keith and Tom probably give you some insight on that.
Yeah, I may have missed something, but I understand giving a credit towards maybe a higher dollar value stat, but how do you assess the initial value of the stat that you're warranting?
Keith?
10 years ago, we valued it at $299. That's what we were selling them for at the time. We wanted them to be believable. And I would say use your current price. Take your average thermostat you put in and set the value there. The more realistic it is, the better off you're going to be.
Like the base level stat that we have on our flat rate, use that
Right.
value for it. Okay, that makes sense.
Right. Absolutely. There's not a lot of risk here for you. We all know it's never the thermostat, but if you listen to the phone calls, that's what they always think it is.
I concur with Keith. We're going to set our value this time to a basic Honeywell, like Pro 5000, Pro 6000, non-Wi-Fi, like we would legitimately offer as like our base option. So if they have a crappier version of something older, they're getting a free upgrade, man. But if they've got like a communicating stat or something more elaborate, then no. Keith nailed the key phrases. It has to be believable, because the skeptic is going to say there's no such thing as a free lunch. And actually, in this case, there is. The other thing I wanted to share about this card, and I'm going to put Andrew on the spot. I was thinking about having Andrew print me up like an extra 10,000 cards that when my guys are on plumbing calls and electrical calls, to give the customer like, hey, by the way, we also do HVAC, and here's a way you can register and you will give you a free lifetime warranty on your thermostat, and help me cross-pollinate those other trades. So I don't know if he'll do it or not, but that's going to be my desire, to get more stickiness off of my plumbing and electrical calls. We're on a plumbing call, say a backed up drain or a water heater problem. When my techs are wrapping up, as, oh, by the way, they're giving them the card with the sticker. Just go ahead and register this and you'll have a free lifetime warranty on your thermostat. Seems like a super easy way to incentivize them to give me their HVAC business in addition to their plumbing or electrical too.
Can I ask a quick question about that? Does that mean that you would not be sending those to your current client?
I'm going to send them to my current clients too, but if I get a new client who somehow didn't get this piece of mail or didn't register, I'll keep hammering on it every time I'm in the house. For that matter, my HVAC guys will know from Service Titan whether they're part of the lifetime warranty program with the tag. If they're not, say, hey, great news, we're all set. AC is running again. And by the way, hey, if you do this, you register your thermostat, we'll warranty your thermostat for life, and get ongoing that stickiness.
Ashley, the thing that you're also not considering, which is not every lead comes from us.
I know, but I'm just thinking if they were sending them to the current clients, then all of the electrical, plumbing, HVAC, all of the customers should be getting it. But yeah, Tom's right.
Doug, did we answer your question? I want to give you an opportunity to probe if there's anything else that you're curious about there, Doug. Did we get you?
No, I think I got it. So you're saying even if you got the lead from somewhere else, you're already on a service call and they may not have gotten this card, you're saying go ahead and offer them that, even if they've already called you?
To me, the hard part of a customer today in an Amazon world is the stickiness to get them to call back. Google was a verb a couple of years ago. Today, Amazon is a verb. And so I don't want them to Amazon that thermostat. I want them to Griffin that thermostat.
Yep.
Or Climate that thermostat. I think it's more risky to give away a $50 off your next service call than it is to give away a free lifetime thermostat.
Keith said, make sure to put text or call on the mailer or your phones will blow up the day they hit. Keith, I take it you're saying that from experience.
Absolutely. 10 years ago, we didn't have the ability for live chat. So now with the ability to text and live chat, it's a lot easier to respond to the numbers that you're going to receive from this by putting that on there. Make sure that the number that you put on there to call also has the ability to receive text, because it's going to be way easier for you to be able to have something auto-populated there where you can say, all right, give us your name, your address, how's your system, what kind of thermostat, all the information we need to be able to market to them in the future.
Awesome.